Hello everyone, it's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 104, which means it's been 2 years now since I returned from Australia and didn't expect what COVID-19 was going to do to us, but that's when I started my first video, Notes of a Nomad. Today I want to discuss a book that I reviewed by Chris Bosch and some of the items or skills that he thinks young people need. And these are home truths. I mean, even people, I guess, Tony Robbins will tell you the same sort of thing. Many people will tell you, but Chris Bosch wrote a book for letters to young athletes. And I thought, well, I wonder what he's had to say. And some of the things he said relate to another survey that I want to use, and I'll try and explain that as I go through this. So I want to share my screen to start with. And this is the book that Chris Bosch wrote. It says that he's, 2 times NBA champion and award winner, 11 times All-Star. And he was with the Toronto Raptors from 2003 to, I think, 2010 for 7 years before he went to Miami Heat. And the book that he wrote, the suggestions that he has for young people is you must value yourself. So self-awareness is one of the characteristics that we need to develop. And also push yourself past your limits. Be resilient and don't just say, oh, no, I can't do things. You'll find you can do a lot more than you expect. And stow your ego is what he said. It's not all about you. It's about other people. Have empathy, practice sociability. That's important skill as well to be successful. And develop your mind. He really promotes reading, curiosity, and creativity is something else if you develop your mind. That's another core characteristic that makes people successful as they enter adulthood. And commit yourself, in other words, to your team, having empathy. Again, it's not all about yourself, and find motivation to sharpen you. It keeps you sharp and it keeps you resilient and resourceful in the long run. So those were some of the items that Chris Bosch, who wrote in his book, Letters to Young Athletes. Now, that reminds me of the Compass survey and Compass characteristics that Dr. Marilyn Price Mitchell, who I have spoken with, and she has surveys where young people, let's say they start one of the courses or the clubs that I'm implementing, they can do a survey and see how strong they are in areas such as empathy and curiosity, sociability, resilience, self-awareness, integrity, resourcefulness, and creativity, all the similar elements that Chris Bosch mentioned in his book. And once the children have been going through the classes and the courses and the clubs that I want to emphasize, they can do it again, the survey, and see how they've improving in all of those 8 important characteristics. This is one of my favorite pictures of a youth group that I've worked with for many years. This was many years ago. Looking at some of the faces, I still know some of them, and to see them now much older. I think the one I'm looking at now, was 8 or 9 years old, and now she's 16 years old, and she's helping set up a club. So with the promotion of helping young people gain these characteristics that are important, it will help them make them successful as they enter adulthood. So that's what I wanted to mention today. The book from Chris Bosch, which prompted this, making me think, yes, what he says and what I'm working on, that's how we want to help young people become successful. So with that, I say au revoir, adios, wishing you, your family and friends, lots of love and laughter. And bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad. Till next time.